Hello, hello, welcome guys. How's everyone doing? I saw Diane. Hey, happy Sunday and happy afternoon and happy hearties. Definitely. How's it going on? Uh, mysticism. Good afternoon. Jess. Hello, hello. Mysticism. It's Misty. Said like Misty. Oh, good. From Texas. Last week went pretty good. Did not get to write as much as I wanted to. It was a weird week though. And I know we were down a lot of sprints, so I think I think that kind of affected the accountability a little bit. Darcy, happy Friday. I wouldn't mind if it was Friday. I'd like a little more time. Let's see, Mary. Hey, how's it going, hon? Darcy, wait, it's Sunday. Laugh loud. Busy week. I hear ya. Agree, Darcy. Misty, that was a good one, Darcy. Laugh out loud. Sean got a lot of planning to do, way behind. Last week didn't go well despite plan. Family has a bad habit of waiting to the last minute to spring stuff on me. I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Yeah, that's where we look at the characters in our lives and their patterns. We can completely control everything that we want within reason. The characters around us, they're going to create some folly. Lysanda, hello, hon. Phyllis, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. How's it going, Phyllis? Misty, I hear you, Sean. I call those pop-ups. That is a very good term, hon. Okay, guys, we're going to dive on in. Phyllis, this week was a short one with the holiday, but a good one. That's excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to put this away and get it out of my way. There we go. Okay, guys, let's plan. Now, I wanted to make one modification here before I just want to drag you up here, placement-wise. There. Oop, no, stay there. Gotta love slides. They're active. Okay, guys. Let's plan the right way. Let's dive on in. Why we plan. For direction, focus, balance, to reduce stress, and to measure progress. These are always our goals in mind when we're scheduling and making our plan for the week, for the month, for the quarter, for the year. I mean, or even for 5 years. We're trying to give ourselves that direction, that focus. We're trying to create balance in our lives. We're trying to reduce stress, the unknown, the pop-ups, and we can only do it to a certain degree, but if we have a plan, at least we have a way of managing it. And we want to measure progress. We want to see what we got done, because as you guys know, I tried doing the 24-hour novel challenge. Let's just say I did not get to 50K in a weekend. Video to come. The whole week has been chaos, so I have not gotten to make the video yet. I'm hoping to do that today for you guys. I got to record day 1 and day 2, and day 3, well, chaos ensued. So it is what it is. Let's see. Phyllis to Lysanda. Oh, okay, hold on. No, Stephanie. Hello, everyone. How's it going, Steph? I feel like I got nothing done this week. You probably got more done than you think you did. Remember, we're going to go through and we're going to do our review. We're going to see how we actually did. We so often think we did nothing, and we find out that we got half of what we needed done. And that's awesome. Phyllis Lasanda, nice to see you. Enjoying my legend planner. You guys have me wanting to look at that. Dangerous, dangerous. Phyllis, I would add a to say on track when life happens. Yes. Stay on track when life happens. Yeah. It's never going to be perfect. We live in a world where we believe we can create perfection, and trying to think of anything that can turn out perfectly. Even when you do something like baking, your cake from scratch every time is going to be a little bit different each time. The flour you bought's going to be a little different. The company changed something, right? There's no such thing as this concept of perfection. We just do the best that we can and hope for the highest score that we can without burning ourselves out, right? Let's see, just Stephanie, you've got a lot going on with your mom, but I'm willing to bet you did more than you think. But if not, that's okay. You can try again next week. Hugs. I agree, yes. And if you have a week that it doesn't happen, that is 1 week out of 52. You get to try again. Right, guys? Sandra, that's awesome, Phyllis. I see you too. Stephanie to Jess, I did start my business and do a lot of that for that, but no words. See, but the business stuff, especially when it's new, takes a lot of energy. Takes a lot of skills that you may or may not have. So it's taking research and time that you're not really that you didn't incorporate into your plan because you thought it would just be a simple ABC and it ended up being XYZ, right? So give yourself grace for that, totally. That is something new that's going to take more brain power, more time, and it's to be expected. Darcy, perfection is the death of done. Exactly. Stephanie, Darcy, that is so true. Okay, guys, let's begin to write your story. Backstory. Definition. A set of events that have occurred before the main story. All we're writing this week is our main story. This is the main plot. What happened last week is what happened before. It's all that happened before. We got some stuff done. We didn't get some stuff done. Some chaos happened. Some awesome things happened. That's what we're looking for, right? Okay, good point. Justice Stephanie, see, that's not nothing. Celebrate that, huh? Exactly. Yeah, we're badgering her here. You did good. Accept it. You're right. We're an aggressive group around here, right? Okay, guys, let's dive in to seeing how last week went and take a look at our backstory. Let's see where we're coming from. Okay, guys, celebrate your gold star moments and your successes. Analyze your challenges, your biggest distractions, kids, husbands, jobs, right? And best fixes. As well, to be continued, what needs to be continued or carried forward, how much did you accomplish, what else needs to be done, and this is your opportunity to get specific too, right? Is this project bigger or more complex than you thought? Okay, guys, and the next one, that one will do by itself. Okay, guys, and let's set our 2-minute timer and let's just take a quick look at last week. I am openly going to admit that I did not look at my calendar all that much this week. But I did use some supporting apps on my phone that did help me, like the NaNoWriMo website and stuff. So that worked for the writing side of thing. The life side of stuff, less so. But let's see. Okay, 2 minutes, guys. Let's take a look at where we've been. Do that. I did this. Let's get um, Hmm. So let's get this one. Okay. Let's see. Um, Denise, hello, hello. Darcy and Steph, yes, I agree. So true. My spinning instructor always says practice progress, not perfection. Yes. P.S. Hi all. How you doing, Denise? Jess, but it's all with love because I was right where you are now with that feeling last quarter and well, you knew what I had going on. Yes. Uh, Stephanie, Denise, thank you. Stephanie, yes, last quarter was hard for you, Jess, yes. And we're going to have stages in our lives where it definitely is going to be. We're just going to have to realize that that book is not going to get written in that quarter. Maybe some of the book will get written, but the whole one's not going to happen because that is a lot of energy and time. Let's see. And intention and mental presence. I mean, writing is trying to explain this to the hubby the other day, and it's like it's not like, you know, doing the dishes or doing the laundry or some other mindless thing where if you get interrupted, it's no big deal, right? It's every time you kind of stop when you're doing something creative, you it takes a bit to get back into that zone, in that space, right? Um, I One thing what will not be happening today, guys, on the writing sprints is a 60-minute because the timer is arguing. Hubby was creating it for me yesterday. As you guys know, my hubby creates my timers for me. And the programming side of things did not go to plan. So we're gonna have 45s. And when he actually successfully does this, and I don't know why it's being grumpy. I don't know if it's a size thing because it takes apparently it takes a lot of space on the hard drive, so I don't know if it got grumpy and it ran out of space suddenly, although it sounds like he gave it lots of room. It's one of those kind of things. I did programming back in high school a million years ago, never anything close to this level. So I understand this much of what he was talking about. So we will do 45s today, but next weekend hopefully we will have that 60. I thought he'd already made it, but I think I had asked him for the 45 and didn't, and I said something like, if you feel like it, make it 60. Never say that. Let's see. Just, yep. So that's where this comes from, not the bat to badger you. Yes, yes. This is coming from a place of love, fun. Stephanie, nah, you're all fine. I am glad my door is closed because I was lit. It should. Loud, I love it. Katrina, I just got home from church. Oh, welcome, hon. Just got good. At least you know this group's not afraid to drag you out of the dark side, kicking and screaming if we need to. Oh, Jess, I love it. Oh, oh, that is so beautiful, hon. Definitely. Stephanie, right? No, I don't want to leave. I've done good. Yes, exactly. Well, you all know my answers to these questions, basically. Yeah. Hello, glad to be here this afternoon. Not much this week as my husband and I are going to Savannah for our 20th anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. I only have a few things on Monday, but I'll be planning for the following week. Love that. Stephanie M, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Just laugh out loud. I was like that a lot last quarter. Poor Jenna, Mel, and Tracy K. Jody, Jean Daniels had to pull me out of that kicking and screaming a lot. I love that we're there for each other. I love this community. Dang it, I was hoping for that today. Laugh loud. Oh well, he's trying, so we won't fuss. Yes. It's like I said, it's a technical something. It literally got through about 85% of compiling the file before it went, nah, I'm not gonna work. whatever you want, darling. Because I won't be here for writing Saturday, but I should Sunday. Perfect. Just gold star moment. I'm ahead of where I need to be on goal number 2 for HB90. Nice. That goal is the self-paced online classes at Writing Mastery Academy. Oh, very cool. Lots of videos I can watch on low energies. Oh, that's beautiful. Stephanie, fabulous. Jess, definitely. Jess to Stephanie, I still need to do some of the writing for those, but I am ahead of videos. Oh, I love that. And a happy anniversary, M, from Diane. Okay, guys, let's dive into our next panel. Reluctance. What are you avoiding? Why? Does it still matter? Break it down, make it priority number 1, schedule it, and get it done. All right, guys, we're going to add to that one. This often is, actually, we'll do that one separate. I think that one belongs by itself. Phyllis, I think I have a planned for a short week. I will be carrying over some items for this week. Overall, a very constructive week. Well, that's good. Yeah, and sometimes we think when we're going to do a shorter week that we can still get it all done. No, you're doing it half the time. It's not going to be possible without burning yourself out. Katrina, I'm behind on both of my goals, but I just haven't been energized enough to do anything mental-wise. Baby steps, hon, baby steps. That's where that setting a 5-minute timer and doing a little bit can serve you really well to kind of just, if you really are not there, you want to spend 5 minutes. But generally speaking, it's enough to get things going. Give that a shot. Phyllis Gold Star finishing last week on my walking challenge. Woo! Awesome. I love that. Okay, guys, let's dive in and do 2 minutes on what we're avoiding, why, and how we're going to fix it and get this thing off our plate. This way. This way. Okay. Think. Okay, let's see. What did you come up with? I'm the one that got me was one of the new skill ones. But I also had head cold, so getting in front of the camera, I'm considering it a valid excuse. I didn't look good. I didn't feel too good, so being on camera, not my favorite activity when I don't feel great. So I find it a very high energy activity. So, and I also feel like I want to give you my best. And if I am feeling low and off, I'm not going to be able to do that. So that didn't happen, but I was at least aware of it. And I hopefully can make up for that today, which is still technically in the same week. And sort of still part of the plan. It's just, things are a little bit more, a few days over where I wanted them. But hey, if it can still happen this week, I'm good with. Let's see. Jess, I'm trying to finish the class I'm on quicker so I can start the one that, Jordan Rosenfeld taught is part of the motivation to move through that so quickly while at the same time doing quality work. I like that. Good balance. Mary Gold Star Moments. I washed my dishes yesterday and today and actually pulled up one of my old stories last night and played with it. Excellent. Avoiding my work in progress because I'm feeling this weird pressure about it. Question is why? Why are you putting pressure on yourself for it? Make it fun. Take one little piece of it that you want to explore and set a timer, maybe a 20-minute, 10 minutes, something like that, and just play with it for a little bit. Take the pressure off. No pressure. It's for fun, right? It's for your joy. At this point, your writing is for you and your joy and refilling the well. Let's see, Stephanie Mary. Hey, I feel the same. Hugs, it's hard, yeah. Just the one I'm on right now is a creating dynamic characters course taught by literary agent and editor Mary Gold. Oh, that sounds great. I should have started with that one. I don't know why I didn't, but I will. I already started that. Probably something else piqued your interest and you went with that. Don't be hard on yourself. It's okay. It's all good. All right. Now, one of our newer panels. Misbeliefs. What bad choices have you been making that are affecting your overall health, energy, and concentration? Goal, make one small change this week. Drink water. Example, drink water instead of sugary drinks. I found myself, it's a bad habit I do because I can get a lot of energy from consuming chocolate, which I love. But when I haven't eaten properly, consuming chocolate is something that brings me a false high and a low low. Not ideal. So I have to learn that chocolate is dessert and keep it at that. Let's see. Let's see. I haven't been drinking sugary drinks. My daughter's a really, really bad influence on that. I don't drink the whole thing though. I have a sip, which is I still like a sip from her, and I call it because it's not ideal. Let's see. Sean's supposed to be a video read for an acquaintance. Hate having to go full face makeup and reading in front of a camera. Luckily, I can do it whenever I want, but I have been avoiding. Yeah, it's funny about putting on makeup when you don't feel great. It's I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just too much. It's that next level. It's the one extra step. I should get in the habit if I'm not feeling good, just like do overview stuff. I don't have the camera on me. Let's see, Jess. I think it's because I've taken it before, so I thought, oh, I can speed through this, which I am. That's true. But you're a different person now, so you will pick up different information. Always remember that when you guys are doing any coursework. What you take in today is going to be very different than what you took in 6 months ago or a year. Let's see. Mary to Stephanie, thanks. I needed that hug. Oh, Jess, the good thing about the membership at the Academy is you can take all the courses offered as many times as you want. I like that. Just fun fact, one of my main characters in my story was created in that class. Oh, I love that too. Okay, guys, let's do this. 2 minutes and let's figure out what our misbelief is and how we're going to fix it. Well, I'm going to call it Plan B. And I've just given myself a note that I can switch to overview videos when so I can continue to get content to you guys. I have plenty of things that I can do an overview that I think you would enjoy. So that can kind of be my yeah, my plan B. That works. Let's see. Just the camera thing is why I only have timers I made on YouTube channel. There's nothing on my face there. Okay. Yeah, it takes a bit to get yourself in front of one. It definitely does. I have for some reason don't think I need to sleep more than I do when trust me, I do need to. Now that is interesting. Can you Usually most people try to do the get up a half hour earlier. Can you go to bed a half hour earlier? Tiny little change and give your body that extra half hour of sleep. Misbelieve, I don't understand. ConvertKit, fix, use notes from recent call with ConvertKit plus their author templates. I don't have to recreate the wheel. Oh, I love that. Yes, use templates that they have it. Yes, for sure. And then as you build up your skills, then you can customize, right? Sean, I eat when I'm bored. I will try to drink water or go for a short walk instead. Oh, I love that. Perfect. Mary, bad choices, relying too much on caffeine for energy. You and me both. I did really well this week. I did matcha instead for 5 out of the 7 days. Pretty good. I was like, and this works. It has just enough caffeine that I wasn't craving my coffee. I was craving the taste a little bit because I love coffee, but it kind of hit me for the caffeine in a nice way. Let's see. Sugar likes to accompany caffeine. Starbucks syrups? I don't have any of those. None. Goal, drink more water, and remember there are other ways to build up energy. Yeah, and it's actually start your morning with a glass of water. It actually does give you energy. It rehydrates you. It makes everything feel better and work better. So start with a tall glass of water. And then if you still, after an hour or two really want that little bit of coffee, make yourself a smaller one, right? I know we all have the habit of making the big giant, venti size coffee. Let's see. Darcy Gold, prep veggies chopped and in the fridge. Oh, beautiful strategy. I love that. Misty, too much TV, and goal is to be doing projects while watching TV. I like that. Mine for last week was to basically, I had to get 1,000 words in before I could look at any videos on YouTube. And for the most part, I did it. A couple days I didn't, but overall for the week, I did it fairly well. So I'm going to keep that strategy in place and have to, or the other option is if I want to do some exercise, then I can watch the videos as well. But I got to be doing something. Writing has to be done, or I have to be doing fitness of some type. It can't just be mindlessly sitting there watching it because that just turns into too much time. Time I could be writing. Diane, I understand that. Sean, I am makeup free. Most of the time, guys, you guys see me in more makeup than anybody else. I normally wear no makeup at all. And I can't seem to bring myself to go on camera with no makeup. I just don't know what it is. Let's see. Darcy, Diane, me too. Love it. Free. Yes. Love no makeup. Yes. Misty, I have got a new water reminder that blinks on my water bottle, and it has really helped me. I love that. Let's see, Diane, bad choice. I push myself even when exhausted. I don't want to come across as lazy ever. Oh, that is a recipe for burnout, hon. Ooh. The people in your life have to start respecting the fact that exhaustion is not good for you. And they need to respect that you need the time to decompress, to refill the well, and have some time for you. Diane, lemon water is my thing. I don't drink coffee, but love the smell. Oh, interesting. So for you, it's all the scented candles, right? Let's see. Katrina, I have limited myself to 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, or as much as I need if I'm going to be writing for long hours. I like that strategy. And Misty, I love that idea of having so many words and then TV. Yeah. Jess, that's good. You made it roughly 70% of the week without caffeine. True. Well, some caffeine. Matcha has more than green tea, but less than coffee. It's sort of a nice medium. Dan, I do love my skincare. I believe with a good skincare regimen, you can go makeup free. I agree. Just a Misty, me too. I need to do that with you too. And just Diane, yeah, you're going to have to stop that because I've been there. It's not going to end well if you keep that up. Okay, without coffee then. And I totally understand just for Misty. Okay, let's dive into our next strategies, scenes. This is how we're going to start shaping things up and making it work for us. Definition, a section where there is action, a beginning, middle, and end, and moves your story forward. So really, we want to create ourselves mini little frameworks of how we're going to do each thing. So we take the mystery out of it and we actually are able to get it done because we're not having to sit down and wonder what we're going to work on or how we're going to work on it. We already have that framework in place and we just dive on in and we know what we're trying to achieve and where we're trying to go with something. Okay, actions that we can take. These are different ways that we can break things down or get them done. Next task steps. These are those more natural ones. Generally speaking, you can't, we'll use this one as an I can't give you guys a review of this book until I've read it, right? So just the natural step would be, I have to read it, then I can review it and tell you guys how I felt about it. Measured increments, good, better, best goals, giving yourself that framework of something that you know you can achieve, something that's a little bit harder, a little bit more of a stretch, and then that over the moon goal that if you can achieve it, it's all the confetti and glitter and you're a rock star, right? The micro steps, breaking things down smaller and smaller to make it really easy on you. And delegate, delegate, delegate. If someone else can do something and they are capable, talk to the control freak inside of you and explain to them that this is good. It's going to give you more time to do the things that you need to do. Plus, it's going to give the other person, quite often our kids and spouses, the opportunity to do something that they will also learn from, hopefully. And then you have to basically look for problems, delays, and how they're going to impact. This is just being, we're not looking for problems for the sake of looking for problems. We're looking for problems so that we can start strategizing and figuring out what we're going to do about that before it becomes chaos. Right? Okay. And also deadlines, time required, completion date, scheduled. Very, very powerful. Daily, weekly goals. So kind of breaking things down. You give yourself a daily or a weekly writing goal, and then you kind of break it down to daily. That way, if you lose a day or you don't quite get as much done, you have a week to achieve that. Weekly check-in. Again, that's always checking in. You're not waiting a month or two to find out whether something is working for you. You're checking it weekly and seeing how things are going so you can make little adjustments and refocus your energy. Let's see. Diane, sadly, it isn't anyone but me who believes this way. It was ingrained in my head since I was a kid. And with 3 days out of the house with dialysis, I have to plow through. Diane, Jess, I know it isn't good. I just have to deprogram myself and insert loving actions. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, yes, definitely. Loving actions. We can all learn from that, definitely. I am replanting seeds. Thank you, Jess. Oh, beautiful. I love that, Diane. Jess, I'm having to do that after breaking up with my ex because of everything he put me through that I was allowing to happen. So I get it. It's not easy to have. Oh, so true. I'm realizing through this therapy, yes, he did it, but I was allowing it to happen. And we do, right? Misty Dan, I was thinking even micro moments where you can do self-care. Yes. No, nothing says that your self-care has to be fully immersive for hours and hours on end. A 15-minute break of doing something that you love doing is so important, and give yourself those little moments, right? Misty, same here. Therapy has really helped with boundaries that I must impose. Yes, yes, for sure. All right, guys. Plotting. Series of related events making up a story. Here's our 5 basic elements of story: setting, characters, plot, conflict, and resolution. Setting is it always, when we're doing things, we're going to be doing them somewhere. If we can define that and make it part of our plan, we take a little of the guesswork out. Characters, who do we have to do this with? We have people in our lives that may not really watch the clock. They may not worry about being on time, right? We have people that say they're going to do something, but often do not. So we have to think about especially when we're dealing with other people, how is that going to impact us so we can strategize to make it work? Plot. What are we trying to do? What and the why, right? Conflict, again, looking for all those variable things of waiting for something or having to work with another person and the back and forth involved. And the resolution is, what are we trying? What is our end result? What is the outcome we're looking for? Okay, guys, first panel, quarterly focus. New to Q3, new opportunities. I hope you guys have many. Prep research, reduce, remove, delay. We have to look at, we create our our quarterly plan, I should say, sometimes our monthly plan, and we take on more than we can conceivably do in that 30, 60, or 90 days, right? And then we get upset with ourselves. But if we actually start looking at how much time and guessing what it's going to take us to do, I mean, we're not going to be 100% perfect, but if we say something's going to take us 10 hours to do, and it took us 11, okay, we're pretty close. If we tell ourselves it's going to take us 20 hours and it takes us 50 hours, something was not right. We obviously had a much larger, more complex project to deal with, and we gave ourselves this little space to do it in. We're not going to be able to achieve that. So we're going to look at what we have in our quarterly plans and what little piece we want to start working on, right? We have a week. We have 7 days. Preferably, I hope you guys are scheduling with a 5 or 6 day week so that you're actually giving yourself a true day off somewhere in there, or a catch-up day, however you want to look at it. Let's see. Just haven't figured out why I was allowing it either time. I went through it. I'm working on that, but all I know is I'm not allowing that anymore, ever. Love that. Diane, it isn't easy, but it gives us the steel and gentleness we need for ourselves and others. Hugs, Jess. You're all beautiful. Oh, Darcy, you are awesome. Just having my niece with us on weekends as a character is interesting and makes stuff tricky, but it's one of those things I just have to work with because I can't change it. You could make a deal with your parents. She watches a movie with them or something like that, and then you have 2 hours to actually get some writing done, and that way you can lock the door to your room, to your office, whatever you have, and she can have some fun with grandma and grandpa, and you can get your work done, especially if it's going to become a very regular thing throughout summer. Let's see, Diane, time with Tracy and my hearties is my self-care. Oh, you are sweet. Misty, I will be incorporating micro moments of self-care this week. I jotted it in my planner. Thank you. Oh, love that. Justin, Misty, yeah, that's not easy, especially as some people are used to you not having them. When you put them in place, they just try to push them. Exactly. They want to see what they can get away with, right? Let's see, Diane. Thank you, beautiful Tarsi. Oh, Misty, Diane, to Diane. Yes, yes, you got this, and we are supporting you in your self-care. Oh, just so true. Okay, guys, let's get that timer going on, and let's figure out from our quarterly goals what piece we're going to take care of this week. And go. That's good. Strategy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I gave myself a couple smaller strategies here, breaking things down. Each one is kind of a supporting piece, but I think it will affect the bigger, like I have an outline for my novel, work in progress, current one, but I kind of have like passages, little paragraphs for each. I'm going to go and I'm going to try to do just name each scene, boil it down to a single sentence, maybe 3 to 4 words, whatever I can manage, to just take it down to the core of what I need to do in each scene, because each paragraph is kind of doesn't stay in here, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to try to find something that can boil it down and make it easier for myself. That way, each day I can attack my writing with just taking up the 3 scenes and those just the basic core ideas of each. Let's see. Jess, it's random, and sadly, the next time it's supposed to happen is during virtual writing retreat. Oh, I see. Adults can be like children with boundaries testing. Ah, so true, so true. Sometimes kids listen better than adults. That's the problem. What is going to be your strategy, Jess, for the virtual writing retreat? Because I know you're gonna have to talk to your parents, maybe your sister. Maybe she could send some quiet activities that your niece likes to do with her so that she can be engrossed in that. And you may have to do, instead of being into the deeper writing, you might have to work in the 25-minute sprints. And because she's pretty young, so I don't know how long she will stay engrossed in something, but you should maybe be able to get a 20-minute window in there, and you can make progress while she's doing something. Misty, or you can join her and have some art while creating character ideas, right? And plot ideas. Misty, just so well said. Yes. Diane, last week the Aztec infiltrated my access site. My arm has been in pain ever since. I am in tears when they begin the treatment, and when they finish, I have a cold pack taped to me to decrease. Oh no, the swelling. My arm is swollen and as big and hard as 3 baseballs. As soon as I walk in the door, I do the dishes and then get ready to rest. My husband did the dishes for me. I was upset. I was grateful, but don't want to lose myself in all this prepare for my death talk. I fired my nephrologist. I think I said that close enough last week. How dare they traumatize me and tell me I was going to die before I made it to the center. I have sat in meditation and prayer and have returned to writing. He sucked my hope and terrified me. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you. Oh, hun. That is, awful. Definitely. I'm glad you fired him. That is terrible. And, yeah, and the technician as well, like a little care and caution, please. You know, you're working on a person that's going to live with any consequences you put their body through. Wow. Can you request a different tech as well? Is that possible? Because it sounds like that person should not be doing what they're doing. Jess, I will be doing replays when she goes to bed if I can't get it during the day. Mary, adding nothing new to Q3. I'm going to reduce my focus on my work in progress and focus more on having fun with the process of writing. Perfect. Which has been my main writing goal all along. That's good. That's good. Yeah, bring the joy back. Misty, oh my gosh, Diane, I am so sorry that you are going through this. You are in my thoughts and prayers. Definitely. So glad you are here, Diane. Definitely. Stephanie, Diane, oh honey, that is horrible. I'm so glad you're with us today. Yes, yes. And take it easy, hun. Take it easy. I know this is a happy place. This is self-care, I know, but listen to your body too, hun. Okay, always, always. Darcy, there is always hope. Yes, for sure, I agree. Oh, I hope that something can be done that is more positive than that. I don't exactly know because that is something I'm not familiar with, but there's got to be better. Oh, crazy. Hi, guys. Creative projects. Active, on hold, new. Process, where you need to focus, which stage or beats, and the order of importance. Are you a writer that needs to have your character charts filled out first before you can write, or do you like to discover your characters as you write? Think about the strategies that work best for you, or what you want to try if it's new. Just to Diane, that's not up to them when someone dies. Just remember that it's not up to any human being. Yes. I am in tears sharing this. I had to tell my husband the doctor said to make funeral arrangements. Oh, I had a surgeon years ago that had that kind of personality. Horrible human being. I'm still here, by the way. And he basically had me, same idea. It's like, if you want to go die in pain, just don't, if you're choosing to leave me the god of all, it's like, man, I do not need what you're talking about. And I didn't. It turned out to be, he thought it was a gallbladder issue. It had nothing to do with it. It was an allergy to something. I mean, can you imagine? He was going to carve me up before an allergy. That small of a thinker, just horrible human being. I asked him not to buy me any more notebooks and pens. I said, I don't need them. I am dying. Oh, honey. Oh. Oh, Diane. Oh. Oh, honey. Put him aside. Ignore what that man said. You get someone new, and you get someone that's going to take better care of you than that. That is horrible. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. That is awful. Justin, honey, I really don't think you need to listen to me. They said I wouldn't live past a year and I wouldn't be able to do basically anything. The only thing I can't do is walk. That's right. Exactly. Your inner strength will define you, honey. Mm. All the hugs. Sit down, write it all out, get yourself any strategies you can, and look for better help. Oh, oh, I did. Oh, hun, we love you. We love you. Let's see, Stephanie and Diane, hugs. Darcy, notebooks and pens always lift the spirit. Just say yes to living. Yes, yes. Listen to him. Yeah. Mm. Diane, after I shared with the social worker at the dial center how the doctors have prompted death in me, I went home and asked my husband to grab me two notebooks. Oh, I love it. Oh, and of course he did, because he's an awesome hubby. Sean, Diane, my heart hurts for you. Yes. Oh, honey, be strong. You've got this. You're gonna conquer this. Oh, oh my. Mm. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put away the tears now, and we're gonna get back to this. uh, okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's figure out what our creative projects are. Okay, deep breath, guys. We're gonna go back to happy and self-care, because this, for a lot of us, does help us to manage a better life for all of us, right? Okay, guys, let's dive into our creative projects and plot them out. Mm. Oh. Mm. 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 Okay. So what did you guys come up with for your projects? Camp Nano was a big one for me. I have to driving. I only did once this week, so I'm hoping to get a little bit in today. Um, that's not quite the plan. Let's see. Diane, I have been absent from the sprints because I have been waiting to die and afraid to die while in the sprints. Oh, hon. Oh, no, no. Sprints are something that bring you joy and give you energy and give you purpose and a place to have community. Oh, just come and hang out with us and be with us, hon, and just look at your time and your energy and work from there, right? Stephanie, Diane, oh, sweetie. Thank you, Misty from Diane. Sean, I keep hearing about Canva. Plan to look it up. Oh, you'll love it. It's sweet. Diane, thank you, Steph. Just Diane, where do you live? I'd like to come discuss a few things with that man. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Misty Diane, no problem. Misty to Sean, you would love Canva. Prepare to be hooked. Get hooked. Yes. Yes. All right. Projects. I forgot I was supposed to be doing something. Laugh out loud. Jan, Darcy, I have to remove the brie and say yes to life after death has been spewed on me. We choose life every single day. The reality is none of us know how much time we have on this earth. So choose life, guys. Choose joy. Choose to make every day something positive, something you are grateful for, even if it's a tiny, tiny thing. Always look to living now because we don't know. None of us know, right? None of us. So live for now and live in the moment and enjoy what we have, right? Misty Dust, yes, a team of us to go talk to him. I like that. Let's get the posse, guys. Jess, oh, he doesn't want to deal with me. Trust me, I've had doctors tell me I was going to die before too. Oh, Canva is awesome, Sean. You will be addicted. Oh, yes. It's a slippery slope. Set your timer. Okay, guys, next panel. New skills. Why this? Canva for Diane, or for Misty, I should say. Was Misty, right? No, not Misty. So the next one. Sean, right? Losing track. Where did I go? I think it was Sean. I've lost it. Oh, well. Why this? Why now? Do you need to apply or purchase something? A book, a course, a workbook, whatever it may need. Time. Sometimes it's a matter of time and that you're purchasing to be able to use something. It was Sean. Thank you. Reading, study time. That is going to take up a core amount of time. Then there's practice time that you also have to give yourself time for. And then evaluation, and weekly if you can, monthly if it's more fitting, and then you can check in with yourself and see how you're doing in the course and what it's giving you or what the new skill is. For me, it's driving and looking at where I've improved, where do I still need things I still need to work on. We have a very narrow carport, which I have not crashed the car. But pulling into it is anxiety inducing, guys, and I am trying to learn. It is not I don't know, you guys, townhouse complexes, you know, right? They are not the funnest place to pull into. Unfortunately, we own one, so if I'm driving, I gotta learn how to park the car in this space. It is stress inducing, but I'm working on it. Okay, guys. Let's dive in and figure out our new skills and how we're going to bring them into our lives and give ourselves the time that we want and need to get to be our best new selves. Okay, guys, and begin. This would be so we got yes. Finalizing. We got plan, record. See what steps I actually do. Okay, weird. Okay, guys. Let's see. What did you figure out for your new skills? Um, Dan, I am currently stranded in Florida until I'm able to travel back north. Mm. Is there a way to move the timeline on that, even if it goes from, I'm not sure what your timeline is. We'll use, for example, 6 months. Is there a way to shave a couple months off of that? Is there anything you could do that might be able to quicken that up to getting you back to the north? Let's see. Jess, what's keeping you from leaving? Can't your husband just take you home? Question. Diane, I have decided he is the next murder victim in my manuscript, and it won't be a quick death either. Oh, Jess. Oh, I love it. I wasn't planning on a third murder, but I'll find a spot for one. Oh, I love it. Then he scared me and he bullied me. He even threatened me by telling me he would not see me if I didn't do what he said. I was terrified. He had the nerve to give me a tissue and grin. Now I'm going to make a complaint to the medical board. If I was in a different mindset, I could have. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he told me I was dying anyway, so who cares, right? He deserves to be sanctioned. Oh, yes. Diane, I should say, Jess, murder him slowly and then post it for us to read, please. Missy, oh my God, Jess, yes. Let's see, Justin Misty, that's what I do with people that piss me off because I can do whatever I want on paper. Darcy, new skill, learning Notion and enjoying the process, although I won't give up my physical planners. No. It's a nice little compliment. Misty, yes. Jess, this is perfect. Ready Revenge. Yes, it is. I agree. Let's see. Sean downloaded Duolingo to learn some French. Nice. We'll use about 15-20 minutes out of my lunchtime to practice. Nice strategy there, huh? Beautiful. All right, guys. Yes, I might write that part when we do our writing time, and that's not what I plan to write today, but I don't care. I should post it in chunks for a story. Oh, I love it. All right, guys. We are going to dive on in to our important dates for the next 2 weeks. Events, birthdays, appointments, commitments, and workshops. Note travel time, action steps. I have a typo. I have to fix that later. Prep, confirmation if needed, and paperwork. Let's see. Denise, hi Diane. So sorry you're going through this. Try to take it 1 second at a time. Things change in an instant, and I know it's hard, but try as hard as you can to be grateful for the good, inner strength, and hugs to you. Beautiful, Denise. Diane, someone did commit suicide or attempt. He cannot speak to people this way. I wonder about the ones who have no one or have given up. He has to be held accountable. Thank you for listening. My husband says thank you too. Now I can breathe. You got a good hubby there, huh? Let's see. Stephanie, Diane, sometimes you just need to vent, and that's okay. Yes, for sure. I agree. Definitely. Okay, guys, let's bring up our Google Calendars or paper calendars, whatever your preference is. And let's figure out what our monthly calendar has to say about the next 2 weeks and what's coming at us in terms of events, birthdays, appointments, commitments, and workshops. All right, guys, and all the details associated, and go. not actually get anything out of this. Hmm. Don't have anything. I got some overlap. Gonna have to move let's see. Jess, I'm going to have to finish planning later. All I have in my mind now is death scenes. Oh, Jess. Murder scenes to be specific. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do. Diane, I am preparing for the living transplant list. We have Elise here now and I have to get the dialysis stuff underway. I am also on the list for home dialysis, so things are moving forward finally. Now that is some good news. I like that. Let's see, Stephanie who just laughed out loud. Stephanie, good to hear. Definitely. Dan, loving it, Jess. Dan, thank you, Steph. I needed to share. I hated not being with my tribe. Yes, yes. Come and be with us. We are here for you, hon. Let's see. Just to Stephanie, yeah, now it's in my head, it's staying there like clear. And thank you, Denise. Just love it. Yes. Just Diane, I was actually starting to get worried that you had passed because you just disappeared. So shame on him for that too. Yes, he took away some of your joy. I mean, not allowed. Not allowed in this community. Just so yes, he needs to die in my manuscript today. You need an exclamation point on that, huh? Okay, guys, how do your next 2 weeks look? I am realizing that in preparation for something, in terms of my complex, I need to put a little time into that. So I gave myself a 1, 2, and 3 hour good, better, best, that I can focus on that. Hopefully, hopefully that will be enough to remind me that I need to check in with it a little bit, throughout the week. Oh, I love it. Just I love it. Okay, guys. Supporting tasks, chores, errands, meal planning, exercise plan, admin tasks, business planning, very important, banking, bill due dates, planning, daily and weekly. I'm kind of sucking at the daily still. This is how far I've gotten with my second half of the avec. I got it pulled out and it's sitting loosely in the planner because I can't decide whether I want this one to be in the wallet, in my wallet, new Motrin one that I bought, or if I want to have it at my desk. And honestly, it hasn't working for me at my desk. So I am debating. Tomorrow I get another small notebook that hopefully I can combine and have the two in my wallet. I think that's what's holding me back is I don't have the other piece. So I can't even make the decision yet. So I'm stalling. Let's see, Jess. I was trying not to go too intense in case the YouTube bots were watching. I don't know that. Don't want them to strike your channel for all the murder talk loud. We're writers. They must know this by now, right? Mary, important dates. My bestie's birthday is this week. Awesome. happy birthday shout out. Planning to get her a present as soon as payday hits. Virtual writing retreat next weekend. Ah, I know, right? No, no, not next weekend. 21st to 23rd for the virtual writing retreat. Let me just verify that, make sure I've got the right dates. And yes, 21st to 23rd. Okay. Let's see here. Denise, of course, yes. Diane, oh, just that gave me chills. Now I am here. He is not the Almighty. He is a gnat. I agree. Nope, not taking that on. Thank you for the eye opener. Yes. My birthday is next Sunday. Well, happy birthday, hun. Make sure you come and hang out and remind me so we can give you a happy birthday extravaganza on screen. Sean, my birthday is in 2 weeks. You too. Dan, happy birthday to your friend Mary. Yes. Oops, sorry about that. Thanks. Yes. No. I think we have a rule when we do the virtual writing retreat that it's kind of supposed to be the third weekend, but that's only if it's a full weekend. And that's where it gets a little confusing. If it's not a full weekend, does not include the Friday, then it gets bumped to the next one. It's a weird equation, but it works, sort of. Then, yes, Ruby birthday sister. Love it. Jess, well, I went to church this morning, so yeah, no, I'm not okay with his outlook on stuff. Yes. Thank you, Jess. Happy birthday to friend Mary. Definitely. Okay, guys, let's do our 2-minute timer and figure out all those small little supporting tasks that keep us organized, fed, and sheltered, and hopefully happy. But for the most part, organized. And if you can batch things together and give yourself a life task day, and you can hit lots of these, especially if they're taking you out of the house for errands, start at the furthest place out and work your way back. And that way you're not wasting gas and you're not wasting time going back and forth. Okay, guys, and proceed. Oops. Okay. Um, hmm. I feel like there is something that needs to happen this week, but I don't have it written down. So I have a feeling it's something for the hubby. Thinking maybe Friday, but I'm going to have to verify. So I'm going to put a little, maybe a question in the box there for that day and just see if I can figure out what it is that I'm missing. I know I'm missing a detail. That's important to one of these. Let's see. Let's see. Katrina, well, I need to eat. I won't be able to attend the writing session today because I'm going to be joining the church choir. Well, that's very cool. I hope you have a lot of blast. That sounds awesome. Triple C, hello, hello. Mary, chores, dishes, laundry, taking out trash, admin task, contact maintenance about a leak in our living room ceiling. Ooh, your neighbors let something go, or is it a pipe situation? Wall or ceiling? Ceiling. Could be either. Bills due, phone, car insurance, internet, and power. Let's see, Triple C, can't stay, but popping in with flowers, and a like. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for coming and saying hi, hon. Hopefully you can join us for some writing sprints later. Guys, writing sprints will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out. Okay, guys, protagonist. The character who drives the action. You are in the driver's seats, guys. You're going to decide where things are going to go and what's going to happen. The storyboard. Think in full days, half days, pinch days, life task days, and days off. So let's do this one as a bundle. So that's our first strategy, is defining what kind of day we're going to be having. Pinch days are those super, super crazy busy days where we don't even think we're going to have time to breathe, but we want to give ourselves a bit of our creative time so that we can actually enjoy some of our creative tasks. So yeah, you're not going to get 3 hours of writing in, but you can get 15 minutes of writing in. So always on those pinch days, try to keep in contact with your creative projects. No zero time, no zero word counts, right? And that way it's always going to be a part of you and it's easier to keep going. A day off can easily keep slipping into more. This includes defining, refilling the well for your self-care, your favorite activities, getting outdoors. It's beautiful right now, guys. Head outdoors, be out in the green space. It's really good for your heart and soul. Try something new, a little bit of adventure, right? Journal. For sure. You can do voice journaling for your characters. You can journal for yourself. You can journal for the future and talking to your future self as to what you would like to see, right? Scheduling your self-care. You deserve it and you need it. Let's see. Phyllis, my Go calendar is up to date for the next 2 weeks. Just need to schedule some exercise. Love that, Phyllis. All right, and mental health buffer days, your wellness sick days, your low energy days, your catch-up days, and your reset days. So schedule them in, your mental health days and your sick days. If you don't need them, they'll become bonus time. Okay, so let's go through. That's going to be a recap of doing your storyboarding. So full days, half days, pinch days, life task days, and off days. So try to schedule a 5 to 6 day week and giving yourself those extra buffer time in there. Okay, guys? Self-care and the mental health and buffer days, and go. So that's the head. I think this is tends to be a half. Tends to be think so. Mm. Give it a just a good catch-up day. Okay. I'm gonna try something new this week. I'm gonna make, because usually errand days kind of run on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, but I never 100% sure know which one it's gonna be. So I'm giving them, one is an off day and one is a life task day. That way, if I have to switch them, I'll just go like this. Let's see. Mary, refill the well, play with stories. Oh, love the wording. Journal, go for a walk at least once this week. Love that. Diane, chores, organize the closets, writing space, and take out my Mac Air to charge. I am trying to put my laptop over on the other table. I have another surge protector for it. Have I taken it out of the box? No. Am I going to? Yes. And that way I can switch between a mental headspace, because I do a lot of the technical stuff at my desk, which I end up finding when I sit at it, I kind of want to default to that. It's kind of the first place my mind goes. So I'm going to try creating a creative space at the other. And that way, I just literally move the chair and I have a different space that's going to be more just for writing and hopefully not thinking about. Plus, my Kanban is right above it. So I'm hoping I will focus more on that writing goal. Look up, see that first goal, and continue. Let's see, Dan, I am definitely going to add in wellness and low energy days. I think dialysis days will remain research time. Yeah, that's a good use for that. That actually, because you also lose the ability to have both hands to do stuff, right? So typing and stuff is not as pleasant, although you could dictate. That might work. Let's see. Love that idea, Dan. Definitely. Phyllis, low energy days are real. It is hard to plan for them, but it is good to provide a buffer in your schedule for it. I am finding the weekend and wellness days work for me for these days. Yes. I have seasonal allergies. You guys know this. And our complex gets the landscapers show up on Monday morning. I don't like Mondays because they try to kill me all day long. So I'm learning that I'm making those much later days. Because I'm not 100%. I just don't feel like myself. I take allergy pills, but they only kind of work, right? So I'm learning to keep those as my lighter days, and I feel better the moment they go away. So and I can use the rest of the week. And it seems to be working better. I was doing the reverse, but I'm now preferring to kind of see like almost using like a Monday as a catch-up day for the things that maybe didn't happen throughout the rest of the week or something like that, just kind of give it a almost more distractible day, but getting things done. less though, right? Let's see. Tuesday evenings are for self-care. Hubby cooks dinner. Going to incorporate my TV time on these evenings. I love that. Just how rude of them to do that on Mondays. I know. It's worse. And then our one that's next to that does it on Tuesdays. Yeah. So Monday, Tuesday punch to my sinuses, and yeah, I don't like them. My nemesis is here. Dan, I understand the default headspace. Tracy, I love having a creative space aside from the default. I have to return to the creative having its own home. Yes, yes. Yes, totally. Jess, yeah, catching up doesn't work when you don't feel like that. Yeah. So I think my catch up day will sort of be Wednesday when I've kind of lost those 2 days, and then smooth sailing for the rest. And I'm gonna try to create. This is really, this is making me see something. I've got like editing for videos on those days, and I'm not good at it, which means I'm going to be looking for, I'm not going to have the energy for that. And which is probably part of the reason why I'm not doing it. So I think I'm going to move that over by a day. Tuesday is not as bad because they're a little bit further over, but nothing to do with editing video on Mondays because I'm not going to feel up to it. And it's just one more excuse not to do it, right? So if I put it into the time frames where I'm feeling healthier and better, I think that'll work. Rude. I love it, Jess. Dan, thank you, Misty. I have been researching Belly in the Chair. Love that. All right, guys. Let's proceed with our next panel. Pacing. This is one of those bigger ones. This used to be our get ahead panel. So where do you need to set up time for relaxing, resetting, recovering, participating, and just enjoying? These are vacations, surgeries, conferences, renovations, anything where regular life is just going to not be happening. So we are definitely in the summer months. Is there anywhere in which you want to create some really nice buffers on either side so you can enjoy your vacation? Is there anywhere that you would want to uh, renovations are coming? Maybe you want to create a small space in an area not being renovated so you can continue to do your creative tasks. Anything like that. Kind of think in terms of strategies of how you're going to make all these things work, if any of them affect you. All right, guys, 2-minute timer and go. Did I miss a bongo? Okay. So this is going to be, so this is gonna my, okay. So this could be, Oops, why did I do that? Going to have to learn to draw my lines with ink. I can't erase them. Let's see. Jess, can you manage low energy tasks on Monday or Tuesday that might move the needle, even if it's just a grain of rice size? That was what I was just thinking. I just kind of called Monday an off buffer because I know that tends to be because then there'll be a certain amount of urgency to it too. If it's things that's being treated as a buffer and I'm making up things that didn't get done the week before, boom, boom, boom. They can get kicked out. And then Tuesday, like I said, not so bad. So I kind of made that a life test day if I can keep to schedule. And that way I can get out of the house and away from the allergens. I think that'll be a good strategy. And that way that could be taken care of. But the problem is I just put a heavy task, although I'm splitting that over 2 days, so I can do a small pass and then a bigger pass the next day on that. And I think that'll work quite well. The only thing I gave me in terms of video is like just for Monday, maybe ideas, something really super low energy and light and more playful. And I hope that'll actually may work. Let's see, Dan. Yes, I have one arm to maneuver. I do plan on bringing a notebook for notes. It will be a better fit and flow for my creativity. Yes. Sean, Mondays are my crazy days. I work in an ENT clinic, and Mondays are chaos on steroids. Ooh. And that is out of your control. So those are your pinch days. That's when you're going to just do the tiniest little bit of your creative tasks and just let the crazy happen. It's kind of out of your control anyway, right? Let's see. Darcy, I have clients scheduled up to a year in advance. Today I went into my booking calendar and built in buffer space and days for the next 3 months. Oh, love that. Awesome, Darcy. That's cool. I love that. All right, guys. Let's go into our stage 5, story beats. The frame over which you drape your plot. This is when we get into our calendars, into our planners, and we start giving shape to this overall week and really taking a look at what we've decided and to do, and if it's actually going to work. We are allowed to change our minds, guys, okay? If we start writing it down and we look at that calendar and we're like, whoa, hold on a second, I'm human here. Hold on, I can't do that. Do a little reduction, do a little adjustment. Do you, right? Do what's going to work for you. This way, don't feel like just because you wrote it into the weekly plan, it has to happen that way. Okay, guys? This is the opportunity to take one more evaluation and check in and see if you like what you did, what you had planned, right? We're always shaping and making it better, right? So this is where we're going to create your master plan or ideal week. I don't know how long I'm going to use these things, but they're like a dollar store thing, but it's working for me. So for now, I'm going to use that. Although I kind of miss my planner. I want pretty paper. Create Monday's plan, including your top 3. Populate your planner. Get all those ideas out there. Anything that's scheduled, actually write it out on the days. That way it's already built in, and the ones that you're committed to that aren't going to change, get them written down. That way you already have a little idea of the shape that week is going to take, right? Or that day is going to take, I should say. Schedule in your self-care, your mental health, and those buffer days, guys. Always, always, always. You deserve them. Give yourself the time and space to breathe. You deserve it. As you create your outline for the week, can you successfully manage to do everything you've chosen with the time you have? Make adjustments as needed. It's one thing, because sometimes when we start working within our calendar, we realize we've missed something. I have a question mark on the Friday. There's something there. I recall the 14th. I can't recall what the 14th is about, but I know there's something on the 14th. So I got a question mark there that will tell me whether or not I can actually do what I'm going to be able to do. I might have to take my full day and put it down to a half. And I'm going to have to change those plans a little bit, right? And it's okay because I'm aware and I'm adjusting as needed, right? Finally, guys, as always, celebrate your successes, gold star moments, and best fixes. Write them down. Get them someplace where you're you're realizing that they work for you, and put them somewhere in a strategy notebook for yourselves, that when things kind of get a little chaotic, you can go back and refer to it and say, this worked for me and this worked for me in the past. Let's implement this now, right? And how will you end your story? Follow the plan and build your dreams. And I can't wait to see what you guys create in the coming week and the coming months. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We've got about a 20-minute break before we're going to get together for some writing sprints. So go, kick back, relax, refresh your water, get your favorite beverage, reset your space for writing, and I'll see you guys in 20 minutes so we can get creative work done and continue to build our world and get to know our characters. Thank you guys. I will see you very shortly. Let's kick back and relax for as much as we can for 20 minutes. I may even grab a water and give myself 5 minutes in this guy. Okay, I'll see you guys at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to get already done. Thank you guys. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with me. Oops, get me out of here. You are so welcome, Phyllis. I will see you guys in 20 minutes.